리뷰로 봤는데
Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So this is officially Spain vlog. For a little bit of a context, this is our 3 weeks Europe trip. There were 4 of us traveling together, me, my husband and our brothers. We were just leaving Paris and flying over to Barcelona, so let's just get into it. City. Barcelona just had such a different energy compared to Paris. The streets felt a bit more relaxed and everything was so colorful. I love the mix of the old stone building with all the palm trees everywhere. This was our Airbnb stay for 3 days. I really liked the old Spanish style of the building. The only downside was that it got a bit cold at night because the heat wasn't working very well. But honestly, for 3 days, it was fine. We only had 3 days in Barcelona, so we are going to try to see as much as we can. And we heard that the food is amazing, so that's definitely the priority. And luckily for us, my husband had been to Spain before and he already knew all the good places to eat, so we were basically just following him around. He ended up taking us to this tapas bar. Since he knew the spot, we just let him do all the ordering. We got a bunch of different things to share. We started with this beef tenderloin skewers topped with foie gras, which were really incredible. And also we ordered some grilled shrimp. I was quite surprised by Spanish food. I wasn't expecting it to be this good. We also got this codfish with honey aioli and grilled squid with asparagus, and of course some Spanish shrimp gambas.
What is a fish? Because I heard that they're really good at cooking vegetables.
And finally, the highlights of today's food tour was definitely this seafood paella.
Yeah, Spain.
Once we were completely full, we decided to walk it off and head towards some of the famous buildings in the city. I studied architecture, so finally seeing the Antoni Gaudi buildings in person was honestly a dream. First was Casa Bayo. The outside of this building looks completely crazy, like nothing else. The details on the walls and the windows in real life are just so cool to see in person. Right down the street is Casa Mila. It has this really unique wavy stone walls. It's interesting how different his style is compared to other buildings around. Finally, we walked towards the La Sagrada Familia. Standing right outside, the scale of it is just really huge. I knew it was going to be big, but seeing it in person is a completely different story.
Picture is way better.
It is honestly more like a massive sculpture than a traditional building. Even from the outside, you can see how he used geometric shapes to make the stone look fluid and alive, which is why it looks so different from any other cathedrals in the world. After checking out the Gaudi buildings, we just kept walking and exploring Barcelona at night. The city is super lively after dark, and it was really cool to see all the streets and old buildings lit up. We ended up walking over to check out the Barcelona Cathedral at night. Seeing it lit up after dark was so cool. It's this huge Gothic church right in the middle of the Gothic quarter. The architecture looks super dramatic with the spotlights hitting it, so we just hung out for a bit, took some photos and checked out the views.
I'm taking a video, but I can take also.
After Cathedral, we came to Churreria to get some churros. There's nothing better than fresh hot churros after walking around the city all evening. We got them with the thick chocolate dip, and honestly they were so good. It was perfect way to wrap up our night before heading back.
It's normal, actually.
Sorry, Stefan, you're corrupted.
Later on, we went over to check this market, but we got there pretty late and it was almost closing time, so a lot of the spots were already shutting down. We just walked around a bit anyway to see the space and then decided to head somewhere else to get some actual food. We ended up coming to this restaurant. My husband said the food is good here, so we decided to check it out and get some dinner. We ordered some steak and tuna tartare and patatas bravas. Spain is famous for these potatoes and they are absolutely delicious. Honestly, we loved them so much that we kept ordering them every single place we went on this trip. Spain is also famous for their sangrias, so of course I had to try some. We also ordered truffle risotto and it was on another level. It was exceptional and just so creamy. And finally, we ordered some dessert, a classic crema catalana. I wouldn't say I loved it, but it was okay.
You failed the Squid Game.
The next morning, we came to check out the Barcelona Cathedral during the daytime. We actually came pretty early in the morning, so it wasn't busy, which was perfect. After seeing it all lit up the night before, it was really cool to see what it looks like in the daylight. The architecture looks completely different and it was so nice to just walk around before the crowd showed up. Next, we walked over to Plaza de Catalunya. This is basically the main central square in Barcelona, and it connects the old historic center with all the big shopping street. After walking around the square, we stopped by Carrefour to grab a few things for our breakfast. I love checking out local grocery stores when we travel, and it was the easiest way to pick up something quick and fresh.
Get this? Let's get. Let's also get water too. This is cheaper, so we can come. Yeah, one. You want me to hold that?
Later on, we went back to the same tapas place we visited on our first day. We loved it so much first time, and since there are many changes, we really wanted to come back and try something different. But we also couldn't resist ordering the food we loved the first day, just so we could enjoy it one last time before leaving Barcelona.
She's like, I'm not gonna do anything in California, don't worry.
After lunch, we sent our brothers to Airbnb and went to do some shopping with my husband. Barcelona has such a cool fashion scene, and I ended up finding some really nice clothing pieces that I'm so excited about. It's always fun finding unique pieces when you're traveling that you can't really get back home. So this was a perfect little afternoon treat. Later in the evening, we went over to the Arc de Triomphe. The sun was still out and it looked really nice hitting the red brick. Unlike the one in Paris, this one is made of beautiful red brick. The whole walking area leading up to it had a really good energy. It was a great spot to just walk around, enjoy the sunshine, and check out the area.
When you keep saying cheetah all the time, it sounds like that. What's there?
It looks like beach.
Right after the Arc, we walked straight into the Parc de la Citadelle. This is a huge historic park right in the middle of the city, and it used to be an old military base a long time ago. As we were walking through, we passed by this glass and iron greenhouse built back in the late 1800s for a world fair, and the architecture looked really cool. After walking through the park, my husband took us to Tapas place he had been to before. He really liked it the first time, so he wanted to show us the spot. Since he had been here before, he already knew exactly what he wanted to order, but he actually made the mistakes and ordered the wrong thing, this octopus dish, and honestly it turned out to be the best mistake ever. The octopus was absolutely delicious and probably one of the best I have ever tried. It was so soft and not chewy at all, which is super rare.
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
I always use mine.
Yeah. Yeah.
I prefer always like a little bit of acid in the fish. Not the fish, sorry.
But then he ordered the dish he actually wanted us to try, and it wasn't that special. Sometimes the mistakes really do turn out to be the best part.
They cook like, so I could taste the fire taste.
If I ever go back to Barcelona, I will definitely gonna come to this place and I'm gonna try this octopus. It is one of the best.
This is how usually people cook at home. So I don't like octopus.
Yeah,
It's like it's hard.
I think she missed the, you know, the French place in France.
To finish the day, we came to El Globe restaurant. This place is a really well-known restaurant for traditional Catalan food. The inside has this old-school tavern vibe, which I really like. We ordered lots of food here. First, we started with patatas bravas and some Spanish gambas.
So nobody have an opening it. Is that cheese or? I think that's mayonnaise, right? So, what is that? But this is very expensive.
Later, we ordered calçots, which are these traditional Catalan charred green onions. We saw so many good reviews online, so we really wanted to try them, but honestly, it was a total disaster. Onions were so spicy and we got heartburn right away. After finishing complaining, we started joking that all those good reviews are just a trap, like people suffered through eating them and they didn't want to suffer alone, so they told everyone else to order
Even
it
my
too.
cousin in Spain recommended this.
Really? Really?
To me, this is better than the lobster rice.
Really?
Lobster rice.
It's crazy. They make this really well.
At the end, my husband's brother ordered a steak.
I like it. I'm sorry. I like it.
Aside from the onion, everything else was so delicious, so I definitely recommend this place.
Video.
No, I'm not gonna post it.
It's
And that's a wrap on our day. Thank you guys so much for watching and don't forget to like and subscribe and I will see you in the next vlog.